Welcome everyone to Get Your Game On, the channel dedicated to immersive gaming experiences. So if you've been watching the channel at all, you know I absolutely love my Meta Quest 3. But if you've watched the review that I did, you'll know there were a few things that I didn't like about this thing. Well, I've come up with some products lately that actually make this thing even better and fix a lot of those issues that I've been having. So it's been interesting here at GYGO. I've had something happen on the channel that hasn't happened just once, but it's actually happened twice. And let me explain what I'm talking about. So way back when I bought the Pimax Crystal, I was looking for a good set of prescription lens inserts, and I looked at all the companies, and I stumbled upon HonsVR. And they were the only company at the time that could make a set of prescription lenses at my correction level, which is like a -10, and could be magnetic. So they were the only ones that were doing magnetic inserts at that prescription level. So I ordered a set from them, and no sooner did those lenses arrive than I got an email from the company asking if I wanted to try a set of their lenses. Well, since then, I obviously have talked a lot with the company, and they have turned into an amazing channel supporter over this last year. And so they continue to send me great products. And they recently saw that I had the Quest 3, so they went ahead and sent me the Quest 3 lens inserts. And what was so cool about these inserts, and I haven't seen this before, is they sent me both the non-magnetic version, which this is, and I'll show you the magnetic version here. And what's so amazing and what they've been able to accomplish is they are the same thickness, whether it's just an insert or a magnetic insert, and I've never seen that before. Every magnetic insert I've ever seen before is a thicker insert. So they have now made it a lot easier for me to share my headset with other people, because in the past it's like if I'd have to wear my glasses, which again I don't recommend, but I'd have to pop the facial interface out so I could accommodate my glasses and then push it in, all that. Now with these new magnetic inserts, all I have to do is pull the magnetic piece off, and I can hand it off to the next person and they can use it. So thank you, HonsVR, for being such a great channel supporter, and thank you so much for coming up with such a cool magnetic insert that actually fits just great in the Quest 3. So that was the first thing that happened. And then it was almost like deja vu, because if you watched my review video, you knew that I actually wasn't happy with the light leakage from the nose piece here. It's open and you get light bleed through there. Well, one of my viewers, David Lee Menifee, basically let me know that, hey, there's this company out there called APEXINNO, and they make a nose guard. So it's right here. I actually went out, and this thing was $10, and I bought it, and it's amazing. So no sooner did I get this in, I got an email from APEXINNO saying, hey, we have some products for the Quest 3 that we think might help you. Do you want to try them? And keep in mind, I get offers like this quite often, and generally I respectfully decline them because they're usually for products that have nothing to do with VR or immersion. You know, they're like pot holders or cup warmers or things like that. But in this case, I was like, well, yeah, this is actually an issue I've had. I've tried your product, so yeah, send it over. So they did. And basically, they sent me another nose guard. And so this is what it comes in. It's this really nice little small compact case. So really nice packaging from the company. And again, this is $10, and it's amazing. It works really well. It just snaps into your existing headset, so you don't have to change the facial interface. It basically just kind of clips in to your stock nose right there, and now you have your light blocker. And been very happy with it. It works really well if you don't have the facial interface extended. Once you extend this, you still get a little bit if you've got a lot of gap here. But when this thing is set in its lowest setting, it blocks all the light. So extremely, extremely happy with that. The other thing I think they noticed was when I talked about how if you're going to share the headset or if you're going to do anything athletic, how this facial interface is a sweat sponge. So they sent along a silicone cover, and this silicone cover is amazing because it's really small, but it installs so easily. You basically slide it right over the existing foam facial interface, so you don't actually have to take the interface out. You just kind of flop it on. And so it's super quick, super easy to take with you. And if you ever decide that, hey, I'm going to start sharing the headset, like for example at Thanksgiving, we took this over to the family so everybody could try it. And it was really easy to put the facial interface in so that everybody could easily share the headset, and this wipes down really easy. It doesn't absorb sweat or anything like that. So the one thing that I did learn, you want to make sure that you keep it tight down here at the nose part, because it actually can come loose and it tickles your nose. I'm like, what the heck is that? So with the light blocking nose guard and then this facial interface, these are two really good products from APEXINNO that I do recommend. We actually took this for Thanksgiving over to some relatives, and the girls didn't really want to get in it because they didn't want to have their makeup mess up the cloth interface that was in here. So once we put this on, they weren't as worried about it because this is a lot easier to clean than that cloth. So that's what's so nice about this little piece. It's comfortable, it's silicone, and then if you're not working out anymore, if you're done sharing it, you basically just can take it right off. So it's a great little addition. It doesn't take much space, and I keep this with the Quest 3 whenever I go anywhere. That way, if we're going to do anything that involves trading the headset off, I can really quickly slip that on. They also sent me along a link cable because I've been testing a lot with the link cables, and so I got this thing in. And the thing that was interesting to me is a lot of the link cables are like 16-foot long, and so they actually make a 20-foot long link cable. So I was really curious about that because I have quite a distance from my computer to my motion platform. And what I can tell you is really good ends on this. I love the fact that we've got a 90-degree end, and that's the part that goes into the Quest. So obviously pull that out. So with this, it's really nice because you don't have that sticking out like other cables would. If you just did something like that, then you got this big thing sticking out. So you always want to look for a link cable that has a 90-degree end because it's just a lot more ergonomic. The other thing I really like about it is that it also comes with this little Velcro tie, and so this works really well for basically, you can kind of manage this cable. So you can take this tie that comes with it and you can wrap it around and secure it. And now you don't have to worry about it tugging on this. You've got it secured, the cable secured there. So the one weird thing about this cable, however, is it's covered in a plastic sheath, which makes it very stiff, especially compared to the others. So I don't know if you can see here the difference, but like, here's the standard cable, so I don't know if you can see that, but see how much more stiff this is? I didn't like it. I really didn't like the feel of it, and I was like, I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, after I started using it, I did find one good aspect of the stiff cable, and that's, normally the soft cables kind of come out of the headset and they drape on your arm and go down the chair or whatever. Well, this one, you can actually kind of put the cable out away from you, and it's got enough rigidity that it actually isn't interfering on your shoulder or anything. It's stiff enough that it actually kind of sits away from your body. So I kind of liked that and I didn't think I would. I didn't even realize it, but I was like, hey, that's kind of nice because it's not sitting here. So I would say if you're looking for a longer cable, this is a good choice. Again, it goes to a 20-footer. And if you don't mind the covering, the nice thing about this too is if you have pets or if you have somebody that tends to chew through cables or damage cables, I think this is going to be a lot more durable than the standard cable because that's a really good coating on there. But I'll probably go back to the other one. I don't really like the feel of this, but I can see where it could be useful for some people. I did test this. It has the same throughput as my other cable, so it basically would cut the charging drain in half, so you got about 4 hours with this plugged into the computer at a USB-C, and then if you plug this directly into the wall puck, just like the other one, it pretty much kept this charged indefinitely. So the cable's definitely good enough for a good transfer rate. It's just a matter of whether you like that thickness or not. So that's kind of what we've got here, with all these really cool products. Again, APEXINNO sent those to me for free. But again, as you know, I give you my honest opinion. It's not going to color what I say about a product. Again, I want to thank HonsVR for also sending me the prescription lenses, and thank you for being such a great channel supporter. I do want to remind everybody that we're still running our Patreon drive. We're trying to grow our Patreon channel, and through the end of the year, if you'll sign up for as low as $1 a month, it'll really help the channel out, and we're going to extend the benefits of the $5 tier down to the $1 tier, and we're going to do that for as long as you maintain at least a Patreon support package. So you will get your name permanently immortalized at the end of our videos if you choose, and then also you'll be welcome to join us in our monthly meetups that we do for Patreons. So if you have the means and you want to help our channel out, please head over to Patreon. The link's in the description below, and we'd love to see you sign up there. I'm working on our blooper reel also, so I'm going to have exclusive Patreon only content for bloopers, and you can see me making a fool of myself. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch our channel. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, remember to get your game on.